I don't normally eat junk food, but yesterday I had a hot dog and it's been kicking me in the stomach ever since. This is Lieutenant Hot Dog for tonight, Captain Biscuits usually, and I am the Space Witch formerly known as Mellow Ray. And you're at Mellow... I forget that happens sometimes when I say my name. You're in the Mellow Variety Horror Show. I'm really glad you guys are here. This is his stage debut. I want to see how he does. Just his. Okay. I love doing the Mellow Variety Show. I've done over a dozen. I've been doing them for 8 years here in Portland. And I've done quite a few of them here at the Brody, and this is definitely my favorite place to perform, so I love that you guys are here to enjoy this night. Let's make it a great experience that we can all enjoy and treasure. Speaking of treasure, our next guest is crafted from gold. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the incredible, the incurable, the occasional Chuck Pearson.
Mel, come here a second, please.
Oh, come here, Captain.
Everybody hum to yourself or something.
Alex. Not other Alex, Alex Avery. Can you go?
You want me to go up?
Yep.
All right.
Wasn't Chuck great, everybody? What? Starting to feel bad, and Chuck Pearson was a ghost. So moving right along, we've got another stand-up comedian who's just a few years younger than Chuck. That joke would have made sense if Chuck had gone first. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Avery!
Can you call me father?
Josh, can you turn the projector back on so it just looks bad? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, father?
I prefer people to address me by my title. I feel like that's... How's my flock doing this evening? Now you guys are great. Let me see, I got a couple. Oh yeah, here. Sorry, that Kool-Aid does pack a bite, so. How are you guys doing? Anyone here grow up religious?
Oh, I did.
Oh, interesting, okay. I remember at Bible camp we were told, men shall not lie with men. And they'd look into my eyes, put a hand on my shoulder and say, but you're not a man yet, right? Whenever there's a roadside memorial, I never see any other religious symbols except the cross. So what I'm saying is maybe stop letting Jesus take the wheel. I mean, stereotypes will tell you Asians are bad drivers, but I've never seen a Buddha on the side of the road. It's drunk Christians, obviously. I know my demographic. Sinners, all of you. They say when God closes a door, He opens a window. Kind of a dick move unless you live on the ground floor. I thought this was a dark comedy show. I don't know what the fuck. But suicide is the line, I guess, so we're learning tonight. A friend asked me to assist their suicide. I told him, okay, but I'm only going to help you this one time. In some cases, a Ouija board is a suicide hotline if you're too late. Okay, cool. This entire month I kept getting letters saying, pay us $50,000, you'll never see your son again. Joke's on them, because I don't have a son. Anymore. They're like, don't you understand? Every week you don't pay us, we're sending you a piece of him. I'm like, so what you're saying is, if I ever need a babysitter for 2 weeks, it'll only cost me an arm and a leg? So that was too much for you guys? My mom called, this is true, my mom called, and she was like, Alex, how come you never visit? I'm like, Mom, I'm busy. I've been busy. I'm actually busy right now. I'll come visit soon, I promise. I'll come visit during the holidays. And that's really funny if you know that everyone in my family is a Jehovah's Witness. My mom also used to say, I don't know if you guys relate to this, my mom used to say, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump with them? Please? Or when she punished us, she'd be like, just wait until your father gets home. Just wait until your father gets home, trying to scare me, knowing full well he wasn't coming back. As a kid, my greatest hope was to one day be taller than my dad. Now I'm exactly 6 foot and he's still in a wheelchair. He's like, why'd you have to grow up so fast? And I'm like, why'd you have to go to Iraq? Dark comedy show. So I'm 2 feet taller and he's 2 feet shorter, both of them. Just gave you guys 3 great fucking punchlines. It took me 3 hours of watching The Walking Dead to realize this is not The Walking Dead. This is my grandparents' sex tape. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, it took you 3 hours? And I'm like, yeah, it had a decent plot. My grandmother's a fantastic actress, and my grandfather couldn't tell. A lot of women relate to that joke, I can tell. My grandfather never once mentioned me in his entire will, but brought up my name multiple times in his suicide note. What a dick, right? My grandfather, he was staunchly Catholic. So he refused to be cremated. But everyone on the other side of my family is Jewish, so their grandparents didn't really have a choice.
Oh.
Is that too clever for you guys? I know, I guess I gotta be careful saying that joke because I do look like a Hitler Youth pastor. A little more than usual, yeah. Alright, cool. I know, all I'm saying is maybe Nazis would have been more empathetic. They tried walking a mile in all those shoes they collected. What did you guys sign up for?
Yeah, it's a dark theme, like Halloween stuff.
Yeah, I'm not, like, oh, I didn't know that my comedy is too fucking dark for Halloween. Should get a fucking badge. I know. All I'm saying is maybe Nazis would have been more empathetic. They tried walking a mile in all those shoes they collected. It's okay, I can say that. I'm German. I'm not gonna let up. The other night in the parking lot, some guy said, "You remind me a lot of Ted Bundy." Very interesting choice of last words. Actually, does this ever happen to you guys when you have company over and like you get into a conversation and they tell you something like, you know, I want to die in my sleep. And you're just like, okay, great. Then finish your drink. I'm learning more about you guys than you're learning about me. Pretty often I follow my girlfriend just to make sure she's safe. Of course, she doesn't know that, you know, that I call her my girlfriend. Actually, taking my girlfriend to the beach was one of the best ideas I ever had. She was stung in the face by a jellyfish, and my wants became her needs. I'm gonna let you guys figure that one out. That joke requires two very key pieces of information. First, the delicate medical process of dealing with emergency jellyfish stings, and Pornhub. I don't care what you guys think, R. Kelly loves that joke, so. For me, Amber Alert is convenient. It lets me know that my uncle's in town. It's like 1993 blue sedan, yeah, that's him. License plate says Sweet 16. It's not his birthday.
Ew.
Yeah, pedophiles are gross. Good job, you figured that out. We got a lot of virtue signals here tonight. Jesus Christ. And I'm saying that. You guys. They say all dogs go to heaven, right? All dogs go to heaven. Which includes police dogs. That's awful. That means even in heaven, cops are trying to keep out black people.
Ooh, ooh.
I gotta be careful, that joke makes me sound religious. I knew if I was gonna lose you any time, it would be with that one. Because it's all white people here.
Not true.
Okay, never mind. It's mostly white people here. I know, all I'm saying is maybe white people, we say stupid shit, right? We do, we say stupid things. We'll say things like, I only use the N-word when singing along to music. It's like, that's great, Derek. And how come you only listen to country? I don't know, how much time do I have left? Not enough, that's right. Holding you guys hostage for the next 6 minutes? I don't know, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have dressed up as a priest. Is that what's off-putting? I don't know. I've been told, I don't know, does this happen to you guys? I've been told that I'm a bit of a late bloomer, you know? But some people still think I have potential to one day be a high school reunion shooter. There's nothing more awkward than running into someone from high school that missed. I don't know. I'm pro gun control, the same way I'm pro birth control. Only when someone's aiming for a kid. I love you guys so much. This is great. No, I think keeping a gun in your car is stupid. I think keeping a gun in your car is really stupid. Because anyone can just take it and use it against you. That's why I keep a sword in my car. Because if anyone steals it and tries to use it against me, I just pull out my gun. Or like, think about this, like if I pulled out a gun right now, put it in my mouth, you guys would have me committed, call the police, and I'd end up in the psych ward, right? But if I pulled out a sword, put that in my mouth, you guys would call that a talent and put me on TV. And if I put a dick in my mouth, I might pay rent this month. I am Catholic after all, right? They say you shouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight, but I found the odds are really in your favor when you bring a knife to a pillow fight. really ruined my sister's slumber party. Last night I learned there's a slight but significant difference between pillow talk and muffled screaming. Sometimes, like I sleep on a conjoined twin bed. Technically it's just a bunk bed, but if you separate them, one dies. I didn't bring any water up here, and that was my fault. That's why this set is going like this. Gesundheit. Is the cough the light then? Alright, cool, thank God.
By Chuck and my miscommunication, I was supposed to mention that this is a Halloween-themed show, and I've encouraged everyone that's participating to be dark and spooky and creepy and gross and dangerous. Okay.
I just wrote a song. No,
Alex, we planned this. I booked people already, like we already...
I got a song. Like.
Okay, all right, yes.
Come on.
Just really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
It's really good.
Okay, all right.
Nothing inappropriate, so.
So we can move this and then we'll have another stand-up.
Okay. Oh, it's a spoof of the B-52s.
Sounds good.
Cool. You want me in it? You wanna?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Hit it. Yeah. Awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah. Woo. Right. Halloween's a time for having some laughs, to dress in funny costumes like a dancing giraffe, or a sexy witch, or a funky ghost, or Philip Seymour Hoffman, who died of an overdose.
Maybe too scary and kind of weird.
That's fine. No, it's fine. I promise. Yeah, Chris Schneider. Everyone is so unique. Everyone is so cool. From a surly caterpillar to a scary ghoul. So many to choose from. So many to choose. Like Hitler, who killed 6 million Jews.
What do you think? You just come up here just because you got something? What do you got? Come on. It's a variety show. Okay, we planned that. All right. Next, I'd like to bring up a dear friend of mine. He's one of my best friends. I have two. There's the other one. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, forget I said that. I'm going to randomly select her later. I want to bring up one of my dear friends. He's very talented. He's very funny, and I chose him for this show because he's so spooky.